Dangal greetings, my name is Marilyn Ave and I will explain the first part of the program for our finals project. So let us first start with the imports. Javax.swing, the table default table model, which is used for the table model that is implemented in the transaction details where the user can view their saved booking transactions. Then java.time.local time, java.time.local date, java.time.format.date time formatter, java.time.format.date time parse exception, and java.time.local date time. So all of these are used for the validation of the date and time, wherein it is important for the booking transaction since the user will enter their desired date and time of their transaction. Then next is the public class finals groupings extends JFrame. So here in this, dito natin makikita yung mga variable declaration na gagamitin sa buong code. So these are accessible throughout the whole code and each method can access this variable for their specific use. So let us first start with the JText field, text field name, text field age, text field gender, and text field contact. So these four are used for the user registration or the patient registration. So dito, i-enter niya of course yung kanyang personal information such as the name, age, gender, and again, contact. Then, panel registration. So, this panel is where the user will register. So, unless makapag-register siya, the user cannot enter the system. Then, private string book slots equals new string 100. So, dito is nilipit lang natin yung booking slot ni user into 100 slots na available sa kanya. And the private int slot count equals 0. Dito is initialize na natin siya since ang slot count is yung kung gaano karami na yung booking or slots or meron para kay user. So, katulad nga ng sabi natin kanina, book slots is limited to 100. Kaya in-initialize na natin siya into 0. So, kada magdadagdag si user ng kanyang appointment is madadagdagan din yung slot count. The next is the private int services price equals 500, 1,000, 2,000, and 25,000. So, these are the prices of the offered services na meron sa ating clinic. Yan. So, sikit ko pala yung total cost. So, dito sa total cost, dito natin i-store yung magiging total ng mga transaction or booking appointment ni user. So, for example, is yung 500, 1,000, 2,000, and 25,000 na mga prices nung ino-offer na services na meron sa clinic natin. Then, private default table model. So again, used siya para sa table sa pag-view ng transaction details ng booking appointment user. Then, private JText field, text name contact, text email contact, and text phone contact. So these text fields are used pagdating naman sa pag-exit or pagko-contact sa clinic. So let's say gusto na ni user mag-exit, so there will be a page where they can also send feedback naman before they exit the clinic. So, in case na, meron silang additional na gustong iparating sa clinic, pwede nilang mag-enter doon sa mga text field na iyon. Then, next is yung storing ng current patient name for transaction records, private string current patient name, and public static void main, string args, and event queue that invoke later try. So, gumamit tayo ng try catch here. Finals groupings, frame equals new finals groupings. Frame that set visible true. Catch exception that print stack trace. Then, public finals groupings initialize. So, dito na mag-initialize yung mga variables and as well as tuloy-tuloy nang mag-run yung program ng ating system or ng project. Then, next is the private void initialize sa title Dental Clinic Management and Patient Registration. So, ito yung lalabas dun sa registration page na bubungad kay user upon entering the system. Then, name, age, gender, and contact. So, these text fields ay dito pwedeng i-enter ni user yung kanyang mga information na in regards to sa kung anong hinihingi nung text field na iyon. Then here as well makikita natin yung J button which is named as BT and clear. And this clear button, as the name suggests, so ang function nito is to clear all the text fields na meron dun sa patient registration. So when user decided to click the clear button, all available text fields will be set into null or wala na uli siyang laman. So that's all for the first part. So to explain the second part, I'll have Mr. Raven Nonson. Thank you.
So, thank you, Marilyn, for that explanation. So, let's proceed naman tayo sa ating mga buttons. Functions buttons na kailangan natin i-determine and maipaliwanag. So, with that, let's start it. So, we have to design it with the font style ng Verdana, which is bold siya and it has 15 size ng kanyang font. Siyempre, ina-add natin siya sa ating panel para mag-view siya doon sa panel na yon. Further that, yung ating action listener ay nilagyan natin yung exit. So, after that, may J-option pane tayo ng pop-up up doon, which is yung yes or no option na entitled siya as, are you sure you want to exit? Confirm exit. So, if daw kinonfirm, which is yung ginawa nating J-option variable, na confirm, pag confirm daw, ang pag-exit is equal to J option pane na nag-yes, ang system natin ay mag-exit or mag-terminate ito. So next, sa J button register naman natin, as well as exit button, nilagyan din natin siya ng font number Dana and bold and T. So ang function naman nito, nilagyan natin siya ng string name, which is text field name that get text dot trim. Yung dot trim po guys ay tinitrim nito yung white spaces na unwanted ng isang user na hindi naman nila sinasadya na mapindot. Next, string age. Kinuha din natin yung string age nila through text field age that get text dot trim, as well as gender, text field gender that get text dot trim. Also, we have the contact, text field contact that get text dot trim. So, name validation yun ha. So, sa name validation natin, dapat ang name ay nagmamatch only sa ating mga letters from A to Z. However, kapag hindi ito na-satisfy, maglalabas ito ng error handling na name must contain only letters and spaces. Tapos, J option pane naman niya ay error message. Kung not matches the A to Z alphabet or letters. Next, we have to do the empty field checking. Why? You can upload or insert data with some unwanted na what you call that, the data, or what you call that, the blanco na data. So, gumawa naman tayo ng error handling dyan na name that is empty, age that is empty, or age, gender that is empty, or contact that is empty. Ginamitan natin siya ng or para, however na may isa man mag-fall sa mga condition na yon, kailangan pa rin mag-show dahil ang ating option pane dito na ginamit ay error message, J option pane error message, dahil kulang or mag-prompt na please complete all the fields, error. So, with that, proceed naman tayo sa age natin, ano? Siyempre, ang age ay nagko-contains ng number. Ay maghanap ka naman sa buong mundo ng age, hindi mo pwedeng ang maging age mo ay pangalan. So with that, ipoprogram natin siya ng try catch method. So further that, let's proceed. Gumawa naman tayo ng variable na int age num na ating i-integer that parse yung ating age. So tatawagin natin ang age na text field dahil kung matatandaan nyo sa panel registration, string ang text field doon. So, ginawa natin siya ng dusot or ng butas na mapapasukan, convert it into integer na kapag, okay, ito na ating error handling, na kapag ang ating age num is greater than or less than or equal to 0, magpo-prompt ang ating J option pane na error message na age must be a positive number. Error siya. And then, re-return natin siya. So, sa catch naman natin, tawag tayo ng number format exception na all must number or age must be a number only. Dahil kung saan ka makakita ng ganon, na hindi number yung age, ay kakaiba. So, next. Sa gender, alright? Hindi naman sa pag-discriminate ng other gender since system ito, and we have to do the error handling. Lalagyan natin to ng error handling na if not gender that equal ignore case male, and that gender that equals ignore case female, or Tagalogin natin, kung hindi man malaki or caps lock ang isang ating input na male or female, kahit call that small caps siya, ayun, okay siya. Unless, gender must be male or female only. So, take note, hindi ito sa pag-discriminate and, yeah. So, sa contact number validation naman natin, here in the Philippines, we only have 11 numbers. So, thus, we have to do the error handling technique using in our contact. Okay? Ito yung condition. Contact that length is not equal to 11 and that contact that matches that matches from 0 to 9, hindi siya nagmamatch sa 0 to 9, please input a valid 11-digit contact. Yan ang pang-error handling natin. And mag-error yun. So, after that, proceed na tayo sa pag-show naman ng ating mga info na in-input using j.showMessage dial hub. So, with that, tinawag natin ang ating registration successful. Gumamit tayo ng line, space line, yun na natin ang name, ang ating age, gender, contact, and a success information message ng ating J option. So with that, naglagay naman tayo ng pag-i-store ng data which is current patient name is equal to name, which is tinawag ni Marilyn kanina. And then, after ma-validate ng lahat ng ating error handling or tama na ang ating pag-error handling, syempre, tatawagan na natin ang next nating prompt or panel, which is show tab pane. And it will explain our group. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. So for the next code, we have the method for the show tab pane. Another method that here includes another declaration of JFrame, name, tab frame, and titles, dental clinic management appointment. We set the size, the location relative to now, and the default close operation to exit on close. We declared JTab pane, name tab pane for the tab 1 offers. So for the offers, we declared a 1D array string column menu for the service, description, and prices. While for the 2D array data menu, main data menu, we included here all the services, the description, and their prices, service prices. So for the default table menu to be set to non-editable, we overwrite it and return it to false. Like for example, we have here the output. Here is the title, and here is the table that includes all the elements inside the array, and for it that is non-editable, we return it to false. So for the next one, we declare the menu table, we also declare the offers menu panel, and the label for the menu title. Next one is the tab for the booking system. For the booking system, we added JPanel and a scroll pane. Also a services that name select a service, added the set counts, and added that to the booking panel. Next one is we declared a JCombo box for the combo services that includes the 4 services, cleaning, extraction, filling, and braces. We added the bounds and added the combo services to the booking panel. For the buttons, we have change patient name and also its action listener that once clicked, we're gonna show and pop up a J option, input dialog, and its condition. If new name is not equals to null and not empty, We're gonna set the current patient name to new name and show a pop-up box that patient name updated to its new name. The next one is button for the new patient registration. We set the bounds and also added it to the booking panel. While its action listener once click is will set the tag frame to false and set visible to true, while their text field for the age, the name and gender and contact will be set to clear. And for example, here's the sample of our output. We can put braces, cleaning. For the combo box, we have cleaning, extraction, filling, and braces. While for the button of change patient name, we have here one. So to be changed name by me and to be set that new updated name. While clicking the new patient registration will put us again back to the registration menu. So if we're gonna put back this registration menu, oh, we can add up back here to the booking appointments. And that's it for my part. So for my group mates, he will explain the checkbox for the booking appointment. And that's it. Thank you for listening.
Greetings everyone. Dumako naman tayo sa part ko. For my part, gumamit lang kami ng J-checkbox dito. Ito yung sa mga checkbox na yung naglalagay ng check. Meron tayo diyang checkbox ng cleaning, set bounds, and nag-add na lang. Meron sa booking panel. And ganoon din, extraction sa checkbox. Meron din sa filling and set yung mga bounds. Saan sila mga place. And sa checkbox, isa pang checkboxes sa brace and specifically nag-ano kami dito, set selected. Finals namin lahat. Inan-check namin yung mga boxes na yon. Then, gumamit kami ng switch keys para yung function nito, pagka pinindot nila yung cleaning or kaya extraction or filling or braces, mag-automatically na check na yung checkbox na yun pagka pinindot nila yung sa combo box. Then, naglagay kami ng J-label na may date, year, month, and date. Kung sino naman, inad namin yung panel, inad namin. Then text field, yung susulatan ng date. And ano ulit kami ng time, hours, and minutes. And yung text field ulit, yung susulatan nun. And yung J-label lang to, yung appointments added. Then yung text area niya kung saan yun, magpakita yung mga appointments ng client. Then sa scroll pane, may scroll pane din yan. Ito naman yung sa ah, J-button naman, naglagay naman ng add appointment. Pagka na-fill up na nila yung mga details nila dito, pwede nila pindutin yung add appointment para mapunta na dun sa, tawag dito, sa text area ng appointments added. Then, confirm booking naman. Pagka pinindot naman itong isa rin itong J-button. And pag pinindot natin yung confirm booking, mapupunta tayo dun sa transaction details. Doon na yung lahat ng binook mo, doon na mapupunta. Kasi yan, parang, confirm nga eh. Parang sure ka na. Then may isa pang diyan, clear appointments, yung pang-clear yan, J-button din yan, isa pang J-button, pang-calculate ng total, calculate ng total, para sa mga presyo, para alam ng client yung buong babayaran. Then lastly, yung function nito pagka gusto mong burahin yung appointments, clear appointments, lalabas siyang pagka may nakalagay pa sa appointment, maglalagay nun or maglalabas nun, "Are you sure you want to clear appointments?" Kasi nga may nakalagay pa, parang confirm dialog siya, J option siya. Tapos pagka nag-yes ka dun, maki-clear appointments na. Lahat ng history mawawala, yung total cost mawawala, yung function nito mawawala, 'yan. Yung para magre-reset ulit siya. Then pagka hindi naman, ito naman sa kabila, yung else naman, pagka wala namang history yung appointment, tapos pinindot mo yung clear appointments, lalabas yung no appointments to clear. Kasi wala namang maki-clear, 'di ba? Kaya ayun yung function niya, confirmation lang siya. And that's it po for my Thank you.
So, dangal greetings everyone. My name is Leslie May Dahayko and we will proceed po sa add appointment button. Bit and add that add action listener, bit and add yung variable name. Add action listener yung para magkaroon ng function yung button. String, type of data type, date is yung variable name equals txt date, txt time, bali, kumbaga kung ano yung in-input ni user sa text field na txt date, txt time ay yung magiging laman ng date and time. Then ito, conditional statement, if date is empty or date or time is empty, kapag isa dyan is mag-true, i-return ni program tong J option. Booking panel kung saan magpa-pop up yung J option, please enter both date and time yung description na lalagay, error yung title, error message naman is yung type of J option. Dito is try catch for input validation no time and date. Date format po is dapat year, month, day. Kapag mali yung input ni user, lalabas ang J option and i-return po yun ni program. Ayan, please enter valid date. Error message siya, ganun. Time format, dapat is 24-hour clock. Kapag mali yung input ni user, save lang siya dun sa dun sa date, lalabas ulit siya ng please enter valid time. Dito naman, in-store ni program tong mga checkboxes sa isang array na checkbox. Next is string, array ulit, service name yung variable name, and yung mga laman niya is cleaning, extraction, filling, braces. For loops naman, ginamitan siya ng for loops. Dito, int I equals 0, int is I is less than checkboxes, dot length, I++. Ito, pag nag-true siya, pupunta siya dito sa if statement. Ito naman, R checkboxes, then index is selected. Kapag nag-true to, yung string service is magiging laman niya yung service name, then yung index nung I na index, yung I is magiging index niya, kumbaga dito, kung alin yung pinili ni user dyan. Yung string slot naman is yung sa date and time. Dito i-store ni program yung date and time na in-input ni user bali pagsasamahin niya yon. And int I service cost, ito is integer for prices naman to. Yan, service cost equals services prices, then index, kung ano yung pinili ni user na price. Kung ano magiging price nung pinili niya pala na dito sa checkboxes. Ito naman, if statement ulit, temp count 0 is greater than or equals 20. Kapag nag-true yan, lalabas, i-return na ni user, ay ni program tong J option. Then booking panel, and then lalabas yun, you can only add up to 20 appointments. Dito naman is warning message siya. Dito is 2D array. Ay, 3D array siya. Bali, ito yung pag-store ni program ng mga information ni user. Yan. 0, 0, 01, 02, 03 mga index. Yan, current patient name, slot, service, string value, or service cost. Ito is pag-calculate, yung total cost, magiging value niya, mag-add up siya ng mag-add up kapag may pinipili pa si user na service. Ayan, service cost. Ito naman, string builder, pag-append nung program, pag-add nung mga string. Ayan, append service, yung type ng service. And then, ito naman, yung peso sign. Ayan, service cost kung magkano. Then, next line, text area appointments, append. Ito naman, pag-add nung, ito is dun sa temp count, pagka-count nung appointment user. Bali kapag ikot-ikot nung for loops, mag-i-increment tong temp count sa isa. And that's all lang po for add appointment button.
Hello everyone and Dakar greetings. My name is Jason P. Gargarino. And ito po yung i-explain ko na part. Bali dito po sa 4J checkboxes. Yung function niya po is pagkatapos po mag-book, i-reset po lahat, meaning i-uncheck po lahat ng checkboxes at i-clear po ang mga date and time input fields para po ready po ulit sa panibagong bookings. Then dito naman po sa part na to is confirm button. Kapag po pinindot yung confirm button, magbibilang po ito kung ilan po ang booking na successful at ilan ang duplicate. Ibig sabihin po, kung may conflict po or double. Then, dito naman po sa part na to is po, gumamit po kami ng loop. Bale, dito po, dito, kinukuha po ang bawat booking details, tulad po ng patient name, date and time, service, at price po. Hinihiwalay po ang date and time para po mas madali po siyang i-compare. Then, sa date and time naman po, gumamit po kami ng parse. ginagawa po muna ng local date time object ang date and time para po ma-compare sa existing bookings. Naka-plug po itong isbook. Ito po, naka-plug po itong isbook para po malaman kung may conflict. Then dito po ulit is gumamit po ulit kami ng loop. Chine-check niya po kung may parehong date and time sa mga existing bookings. Kapag po meron, ibig sabihin po duplicate or may conflict yung appointment kaya hindi na po siya ipapasok. Lastly, dito po sa if is book, kapag po may conflict, maglalabas po yung booking already exists. Dadagdagan po ang bilang ng duplicate bookings and i-clear po ang listahan ng services at i-reset po yung total cost. So, yun lang everyone. Thank you.
So, greetings mga. Tonight, I'll be talking about my part sa aming project. First of all po, I'm going to be talking about loop for rebuilding services list and total. Yung loop po na ito is umiikot siya sa temp appointments array hanggang index K. Ibig sabihin, lahat po ng trinay or sinubukan na po. Kapag may appointment po na hindi null, example ito, not equals to null, pinukuha po nito yung service name tsaka po yung price. In-add po sa services list para mamaya ipakita as a summary. Ipinapakita naman po sa total cost and yung presyo para makuha ang price, yung total price. Ang purpose po nito is para i-rebuild ulit yung list ng valid appointments at makuha ang updated na total cost. Next naman po is yung booking conflict message. Kapag nakita po ng system na may ibang nakabook sa napiling time slot, meaning kasi po is, for example, is may nakapag-book na po ng 12:30, tapos may nag-book po ulit ng 12:30, yun na po, lalabas na po ang conflict message. Hindi po siya ma-add sa appointment na yun. Maglalabas po ng warning message na may oras po at saka date ng conflict at saka po pangalan ng patient na nakabook na at yung services po na kinuha niya. Ang purpose po nito is para hindi maka-double booking at aware kung bakit hindi tinatanggap ang ilang bookings. Next naman po is yung if no conflict, book successful. Kapag okay po yung appointments, meaning kasi is walang conflict, gumagawa po ang system ng unique identifier. For example po is pinagsamang patient name, service, at saka po yung time. Ina-add po ito sa book slots and para matrack kung ano ang mga nakabook. Tinatrack rin kung ilang bookings ang naging successful. Ina-add ang appointment sa GUI table, which is ito pong table model, para makita sa transaction history. Ang purpose mo nito is para ma-save at ma-display agad ang mga bagong successful na bookings. Next naman po is ito na after booking loop for result. Pagkatapos po ng loop, kung may at least one successful na booking, i-recalculate ang total cost para sa mga successful lang po. Next naman po is itong booking successful message. Magpapakita ang system ng confirmation message na may number of successful bookings tsaka po number of conflict skip. Ang total cost po ng lahat ng successful na appointments. Ang purpose po nito is para magbigyan po ng summary ang user kung ilan ang pumasok at ilan ang hindi. Next naman po is itong clean up reset fields. After processing, lilinisin ang appointment preview area or yung text area po natin. I-reset ang date at time fields. Ibabalik sa 0 or empty ang counter bilang K, total cost at service list. Next naman po is yung if no booking succeeded. Kapag lahat ng trinay na i-book ay may conflict, maglalabas ng error message na walang na-book appointment. Next naman po is yung uncheck all checkboxes. Lastly po is i-deselect lahat ng service checkboxes para bumalik sa default state ang form. The purpose po nito is para hindi magkalituhan sa susunod na booking at malinis po ang lahat.
Greetings everyone, my name is Jeremiah De Salva and explain ko po sa inyo yung part ko, which is yung calculate total button. Dito po is gumamit po kami ng action listener para po pag pinindot po ang calculate button, lalabas yung mga nakapaloob na code po dito. Gumamit po kami ng if-else statement para po magsilbing error handling. In this line po, tinitignan po nito kung yung total na bayad po or yung napili pong nabook po nung user. And kung wala po yung pong in-enter or binook yung user, lalabas po itong error message na invalid calculation. Please add appointment first, no appointments. Sa panel, gamit po ang JOption.show message dialog. And for else naman po, kung may pinili po or nabook po yung user, lalabas naman po sa panel ang message ng total na binook ng user at mga summary nito. Gamit pa din po ang JOption pane.show message dialog. Dito naman po is nagdagdag po kami ng tab na ang pangalan ay appointment booking at ang laman po nito ay scroll pane. Dito po is nag-add po kami ng bagong panel para sa transaction details. Dito naman po is ito po yung mga model para po sa table na ginawa namin na may mga column names ng patient name, service, date, time, and price. And sa row po is ginawa po namin 0. Tas dito po is ito na po yung table na paglalagyan ng ginawang pong model sa taas. And sinet po namin ang font ng table sa Verdana plain, size 12, and sinet po namin yung table ng row, yung row height niya po is sa 15. Dito po is ginamit po namin po ito para po magkaroon ng scroll sa gitna ng transaction details. And dito naman po is in-add po namin yung transaction details bilang bagong tab. Ayun lamang po, and maraming salamat po.
Dongle greetings everyone, I'm Kian Andrew S. De Los Santos and I'll explain the contact tab in our research. So for this part of our Java Swing project, it creates a contact or exit form inside the panel. It contains labels to guide the user, text field for entering their name, email, phone number, and text area for their message. Two buttons are included, a submit button and an exit button. The submit button has an action listener that collects the input from all fields when clicked, storing them into string variables. The exit button is for closing the form, and though its logic isn't shown here. Overall, this code builds a simple contact form interface where users can send us their information and feedback. So, yun lang po.
Greetings, my name is John Michael D. Fabiala and i-explain ko naman yung sa exit tab part. First is yung phone validation, phone number validation. Dito, chine-check na ito kung yung phone number na in-input ng user is saktong 11 digits. Then, kapag yung phone number naman is hindi eksaktong 11, mag-show ng error. Then next, itong JOption pane show message dialog. Please enter a valid number, 11 digits only. Kapag hindi valid yung phone number, lalabas yung JOption pane message na nakalagay, please enter a valid phone number, 11 digits only. Then hihinto yung process gamit itong return. Then next is email validation. If email contains @gmail.com, dito chine-check kung yung email is na in-input ng user is mayroong @gmail.com. Then kapag wala naman, etong JOption pane show message dialog, please enter a valid email address that contain @gmail.com. Kung hindi valid yung email na nilagay ng user, lalabas yung JOption pane na error message na nagsasabing please enter a valid email address. Then next, itong JOption pane show message dialog, null, data submitted successfully. Kapag valid lahat ng input ng user like yung phone at email, magpapakita ng success message kasama yung details ng user like name, email, phone, and message gamit yung information dialog. Then itong contact exit action listener, ito naman yung code para sa exit button. Kapag clinic ito ng user, lalabas yung confirmation dialog na nag-a-ask sa user kung gusto talagang mag-exit. Then itong if confirm, JOption pane yes option. Kapag pinili ng user yung yes, mag-exit yung program gamit yung system exit. Then lastly, itong tab pane, add tab, ito yung exit. Sa part na to, dinadagdag yung exit tab sa tab pane. Nilalagay dito sa frame, then pinapakita yung buong window gamit yung set visible true.